Hey people, it's Mick from Sydney, Australia. I've had a guy called David vs Wild 23 send me an email or comment wanting me to do an EDC layout with the 511 Moab 10. I've also had someone else inquire if it can fit a 17-inch laptop. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. If it is, sorry mate, but yeah, I've had another inquiry about the 17-inch laptop. Now, I guess firstly the answer to that question is yeah, it does. That's a, was it 17-inch or 15-inch? I can't remember, mate. Anyway, that's a 15-inch laptop, and I mean it's a big friggin' laptop. It's heavy as, and yeah, when this bag is not loaded out, it'll just fit a laptop of that size. So yeah, it fits, mate. Answer to your question. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so in regards to the question with the EDC, I don't usually use this bag for an EDC. I use this when I'm out bush camping for at least 2 nights, or if I know I'm going to be away from my car, which I never am. I mean, every time I camp I'm always near my car, but if I was to camp away from my car, then I would bring this bag if I was going for a 2-nighter. I don't like bringing a lot of gear. I don't like a big bag. I try to be as minimal as I can. So anyway, that's that. So in regards to an EDC, well, I've taken some contents out because, I mean, as I said, this is a 2-nighter bag, but I've left some contents in there. So if I was going to use this bag as an EDC, now I'll separate the EDC bag into urban and into bush, and also combined. So if I was using this bag for a urban EDC, everyday carry around the suburbs and the city and whatnot, then I would carry these items. So, I mean, and again, so I'm more of a bush person, so I'm always carrying stuff for the bush or for whatever. So I'll start on the outside of the bag. So number one, I've got my fishing kit. Okay, so you know, just general hooks, line and sinkers in there, some rubber lures and stuff like that. Right, so I mean, that's just, I carry it with me all the time. Inside the main pouch here, the first pouch, okay, you've got 2 pockets here. They're made for, you know, automatic and semi-automatic magazines. But in here I have a packet of wet ones, a bit of toilet paper, and a couple of garbage bags. So yeah, I mean, wet ones, you know, when I got kids, you know, if you get dirty, they get dirty, you can just wipe them off a little bit. Toilet paper, well, you know, this is an urban situation, there's going to be toilets around. But if you're in a car and, you know, they just can't hold it in, then you've got toilet paper. I carry zip ties with me. I just carry it because it's just, you never know when you have to repair something. You know, a strap could break on this. Not that it would, because I mean, I pay good money and it's supposed to be good quality, but something could break and you just need a quick fix to get you home. I also carry in the same pockets some aluminium foil, a couple of TNT satchels, and a emergency blanket. So I mean, that's just always with me, just in case I need to use those things. And I've done a video on the courier satchels, and you know, we've gone through a few useful tips of that. So yeah, so I carry those in those 2 pockets there. Okay, I've got my shoe polish container, which I have converted into a wax candle. There's 6 wicks in there, and I can't tell you the burn time, but it's just a good emergency candling light, and you can even cook off it. At the moment I've only got one waxed wick or cotton wool balls in there just to help you start a fire. So that's there. And I always carry a spare pair of reading glasses, because for me, doing fine tasks or reading, after 5 minutes everything starts going fuzzy on me and I can't see properly. You know, when I'm driving, when I'm shooting, when I'm whatever, I'm fine. It's just when it comes to looking at little bits of writing or trying to thread a needle. I've got my fire kit. I won't open it up. I mean, look, it's got the fire still. It's got tinder in there, being cotton wool balls soaked in Vaso, cotton wool balls not soaked in Vaso, cotton wool balls covered with wax, a few matches, and you know, whatever. In here I carry a signalling mirror, and I carry business cards with duct tape wrapped around it. On here, on the little clip here, I carry a 3-system diamond sharpening system. Coarse, medium, fine, just in case I need to touch up some blades. Anything else there? It's got another pocket here to put something in there. I've got like a builder's lead pencil, just easy to sharpen, get a knife and get the lead back out. In the other pocket I've got my little medical kit. It's just got the basics: band-aids, wound wipes. Yeah, I think I've got a needle and thread in here. I will actually go through this, yeah. So I've got safety pins, some painkillers, I've got water purification tablets, I think there's 6 there. I've got needles, some pretty decent sized needles here. So I've got little needles for fine tasks. If I can get these out, oh come on you bastard. Yeah, they don't want to come out. I've got larger needles, big needles like that, sail needles and stuff like that. And I've got some thread. And yeah, so, and wound wipes there. So just a little basic medical kit. Keep some duct tape on there because the lid seems to pop off when it wants. I carry a 511 Tanto knife. If you see my knife collection last night that I filmed, you'll see that on there, and I just carry it. I mean, this is urban survival. I think a Tanto knife is probably good enough for an urban survival situation, so I carry that in this bag. I've got a 12-hour light stick, glow stick. It's been here for a long time. I don't know if these things expire. Omni Glow it's called. Mate, I think this is expired, to be honest. I don't know. I've got to check that. I've got these, what do you call it, these fire starters. They're like tinder. I got this from the next 72 hours. He sent this to me for free. I have tested them and they work great. So I've got 4.5 in here, and I'm telling you, 1 is just plenty enough to spark up a fire. I've got like a little kind of a file thing. Again, if your knife is really blunt, at least I can use this to really get the the angle right, and then start finishing off with the diamond sharpeners. I've got just a bunch of Allen keys here. I've got a little tin with char cloth in there, so another fire starting, another means of starting fire. And that's all that's in that pocket. I mean, I could fit a lot more in there, but I don't really need to. I'm trying to always go as lightweight as possible. okay. Right, I've got also here a little capsule. It's just filled up with Vaseline. Yeah, many uses for that, we all know that. You know, rub it on your lips if you're chapping, extends the fire. You can rub it on your blade to protect your blade from rust. You know, there's a few uses for that. So that's all that's in that section there. Again, it's got YKK zippers. So in the main compartment, okay, so you'll notice two mesh pockets here. The first mesh pocket, I have lip balm. I have a little toothbrush that I've cut in half to make it smaller. I have a little tube of Colgate toothpaste. I have some Baroccas. Did a video on this. The Baroccas are there more so if I had to purify water and the tablets make the water taste like shit. Snap off a bit of this Barocca, put it in the water, and it'll give you some orange flavour. I think this is orange, or could be tropical, but anyway, it gives you some flavouring in the water so it doesn't taste like shit. Some soap that I stole from a motel that I stopped at a long time ago. And that's it for there. And then in here I have just some cloth, just, you know, general cotton cloths to, yeah, just wipe your hands or do whatever. So that's in there. Now, by the way, I haven't really looked at this bag for a while, so there's probably things I need to add in here. But again, I'm doing a video on an EDC. There are things I've taken out, so I've just kept it basically on an EDC basis. Earbuds, maybe that can belong in the hygiene section. That's more, well, it's hygiene and medical, I guess. Some eye drops, eye wash, very, very important. There's nothing worse than getting something caught in your eye and you can't get it out. So break one of these tubes out and just squirt the shit out of your eye and it'll come out most of the time. So I carry 2 little tubes of that. I carry medical grade tape. I carry some of this cream. It's I don't know, it's basically made for burns or stings or bites, relieves itching and all that kind of stuff, so always handy, especially with the kids, and you know, especially if you're in an area where there's a lot of insects. Knuckle dressing, you know, when you're out in the field or whatever, you know, for some reason you always seem to scrape your knuckles and it's just annoying, you know, the bleeding or whatever. I've got another little container here for an eye wash, so it's just that eye thing. You put water in, put it over your eye and start flicking your eye and blinking away and getting that stuff out of your eye. Some more wound wipes, a conforming bandage. I've got a wrist strap here. For me personally, I used to train quite a bit at the gym for years, many years. I was addicted to the stuff, and for the past 6 years I really haven't trained, but that's due to injuries and stuff like that. But every now and then my wrist will give way. I'll just, you know, I'll pick up a jug of water and bang, it gives way and it really hurts. Maybe it's some arthritis, but I don't know, for some reason when I wrap this around tightly it just helps me out, so I carry that for me personally. I guess if you sprained an ankle or whatever, you could wrap that around, you know, with the help of the conforming bandage. And I've just got a packet of band-aids here and some more wound wipes and whatnot. So that's a little medical pouch there. I am in the market because I need to buy another snake bite wrap. And actually, if next 72 hours, I've seen your snake bite kit and I really want one. I think I sent you an email or a comment on when you're going to start selling that stuff. So mate, if you can get back to me on that, because I'd really like to buy some of that.